Hello folks, welcome back to the show here on FlickDirect, where I give you guys the latest that happened in entertainment news throughout the week, and then I give you guys my personal take on the matter at hand. I'm your host, Austin Putnam, and we have quite a bit to get into this week, so let's drop into our first news story surrounding Joker! So Joker has been breaking a whole bunch of box office records, and apparently it's about to break another one soon because, what I've been hearing, Joker is very close to becoming the highest grossing R-rated film of all time, which is going to be Deadpool 2's, I believe, 786 million to where Joker has about 776 million. All I'm gonna say is this: if this actually does break the record, to which I am pretty certain it will, because every time I've gone on Twitter with the hashtag Joker, people have been saying that at every show that they've been gone to, the theater has been full. To which I gotta say to all the people with the controversy out there, it just feels so good knowing that people were backlashing this movie, and yet not only has nothing happened, to which if you guys have noticed, but not just that, but this film has been breaking bank the box office. So all I'm going to say is this: congratulations to Joker for, I will be shocked to hear if it doesn't, but no, congratulations to Joker for breaking so many box office records. I might just go see it a third time because I loved it that much. I am not kidding. Next up, we're going to jump into some TV news because, as you all know, HBO's latest series, Watchmen, debuted last Sunday. If you guys have not seen the pilot, watch it. My God, what a pilot that was. Seriously, that was the best TV pilot I have seen since, honestly, The Boys. It was that good, seriously. Watchmen's pilot episode was incredible. I loved everything about that pilot, and there's only 8 more episodes, which is so hard to believe. And everything I've been hearing about the rest of the season makes me that much more giddy to seeing the rest of the season. But apparently, get this, Watchmen's pilot was so strong that it pulled in 1.5 million viewers across all of HBO's platforms. And to give you an idea of how big that is the biggest draw in for an HBO pilot since Westworld's premiere when that came out in 2016. Now, to be fair, I have not seen Westworld, but I have heard a lot of amazing things about that series, so I'm gonna have to check that out soon once I get the time, that is. But no, it makes me really happy that Watchmen is getting so much praise, and it currently, the last time I checked, has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, to which... But no, I could not be happier that Watchmen drew so many viewers in. I think it's going to be a hell of a season. I can't wait to see where the rest goes on. And the second episode comes on tonight, so bring it on, Watchmen. I cannot see where you go next. Up next, I'm going to talk about AMC A-List to you guys. Why? Because AMC A-List has introduced one feature to which I think is amazing. So for those of you who don't have AMC A-List, I'm just going to say this right now. I wholeheartedly recommend it. I've been using it for over a year and a couple of months. And as a film buff that lives near an AMC, I can definitely say that that $21 a month is the best $21 a month that I could be possibly spending right now. And AMC A-List, you basically get to see up to 3 movies a week, and that includes IMAX, Dolby, D-Box, 2D, 3D, pretty much everything. Yeah, there's no upcharge if you see a movie in a premium format, which I think is amazing. But now, apparently, AMC A-List has included one new feature to which I didn't even think about, but there's one person out there, I believe it's John Campea out there, to which credit to him for this story, because otherwise I wouldn't have heard about this. But apparently AMC A-List has added this new feature called AMC A-List Entourage, to which, if I heard him say this correctly, this is really cool. So apparently, what this new Entourage feature is like this. So let's say if you have AMC A-List along with a close friend of yours, or let's say your wife, girlfriend, family member, or anyone that you want to go to the movies with, but you've had a hard time getting the right seats at the right time, synchronizing your purchase. So what this feature does, and I think this is amazing, I believe you have to go to your account to do this. I haven't tried this yet because I don't know anyone else in my family that has A-List, to which I think they should get it seriously. And what they do is that on their account, I believe, they basically add them to their entourage so that the next time that they want to see a movie with you, all you have to do is just choose the seat. And if I'm remembering this correctly, you basically get the seat for the person in your entourage, so that way there's no deal with the hassle of synchronizing, getting the seats at the same time, to which, honestly, AMC, that's a phenomenal feature right there. Like, I think this is really cool that AMC is trying new things, and I can't wait to see the things that they even do to further improve A-List. Coming up onto our next news story, we're going to be talking about the Fast and the Furious franchise. So, as you all know, the Fast and the Furious has been one of the most beloved film franchises ever since the Fast and the Furious came out. I believe, 2001. It's been 19 years. God, I feel old saying that. Just seeing what this franchise has been going for the past 19 years is insane. I mean, first it started off as a street racing type of movie, then it became a heist movie, then it became essentially a spy caper film, and then with Hobbs and Shaw, it's now a superhero film franchise. I mean, I don't know where Fast 9 and 10 are gonna go, but if they go anywhere where Hobbs and Shaw are gonna go, whoa. Ever since Fast 5 happened, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson joined the Fast and the Furious franchise, to which I think it was only for the better because he's added so much energy and charisma. But now get this. Apparently Keanu Reeves might join Fast and the Furious. Yeah, you heard me right. Keanu Reeves, John Wick himself, might join Fast and the Furious. And if so, I'm all in. I mean, Keanu Reeves, I feel like has had the biggest upsurge in terms of a career ever since John Wick came out back a couple of years ago. Not just that, but knowing that he rapped Bill and Ted Face the music, to which I cannot wait for that movie. Toy Story 4, I can't believe I almost forgot about that. Keanu Reeves has such a likability on screen that if they do add him to Fast and the Furious, I think it'll only add more butts to the seats. I mean, Keanu Reeves is one of the most likable people out there, and he brings his charming charisma whenever he's on screen. So if he does come to Fast and Furious, I'm all in. So the thing I'm going to talk about next here is something that just makes me think why, because it seems like this is going to be more of a common thing with more and more movies in the future. I certainly hope not. As you all know, when Avengers Endgame was re-released, it was re-released with a couple more minutes of footage, and then Spider-Man Far From Home came out, was re-released with another scene, which was, if you guys saw the trailer, or the second trailer I think, it was a scene where Spider-Man fought off criminals at a restaurant, to which, why was that not in the original release? But now it looks like that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is going to be doing the exact same thing, except that it's going to be re-released with 10 more minutes of footage. And you know what? I don't know why people are doing this. The thing I don't understand is this. If you loved those minutes so much, why did you not put those in the theatrical cut? With Avengers Endgame, the reason why there was more footage is because they put in a Stan Lee tribute, to which that is understandable. I actually really like that. But they added a lead scene that involved unfinished visual effects shots of the Hulk, to which I don't know why that was in there. I mean, they really couldn't have put that in there. It would have made a difference if you ask me. Just put them in the deleted scenes. There's a reason why deleted scenes exist. If there's one thing I've realized is this. A lot of filmmakers will love certain scenes, but if they feel like if that scene does not fit with the flow of the film, they'll put that as a deleted scene. And I don't know, for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, these 10 minutes are just Brad Pitt just driving around, or if there's more Manson family stuff in there. But still, I feel like if they would have actually loved those scenes, and if they actually fit with the flow of the film, they would have put those scenes in the movie, or those 10 minutes into the original release. So I don't understand why they're doing this. I just hope that this doesn't become more of a common thing. I really hope not. On to our second and final news story. As we all know, Terminator Dark Fate, the next film of the Terminator franchise, is coming out this coming Thursday. And it's a film that I still have my skepticism on, knowing how much I hated the previous two Terminator films. I mean, Salvation, I think is a bad film, but there is some things that I feel like are redeeming about it. But where Terminator Genesis comes in, oh my god, I hate that film so much. But Terminator Dark Fate is coming out this coming weekend, and even though I have a lot of skepticism, I do have my optimism knowing that Tim Miller is directing it, because I love Deadpool. I mean, I think Deadpool is one of the greatest comic book films of the decade. I really think so. But the trailers just did not sell me. But now apparently Terminator Dark Fate has been screened for critics, and it's mostly been positive. And actually, the last time I checked Rotten Tomatoes, Terminator Dark Fate has a 67% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, that's only 76 reviews. It can either go up or down. But the people who I follow on Twitter and YouTube were saying that Dark Fate was actually good, which surprises the heck out of me. And the main thing that I'm hearing about Terminator Dark Fate is that basically it's The Force Awakens for Terminator, to which, you know what? I'm all down with that comparison. I mean, I absolutely love The Force Awakens. The optimism levels are rising, so let's hope that Dark Fate is the Terminator movie that we need and deserve after Terminator 2. And on to our final news story of the week. We have a small update, but it's an update that makes me very excited nonetheless. As we all know, No Time to Die is going to be the latest James Bond film coming out April 2020, and it's directed by Cary Fukunaga, and apparently it is Daniel Craig's last outing as James Bond, so I'm really excited to see where they take the character. But apparently, according to the 007 Twitter page, No Time to Die has finally wrapped on principal photography, and it just basically said, we have wrapped, see you in April 2020. Now the next question is, when are we going to get a trailer? I'm really excited to see where they take Bond this time around. And knowing that as Daniel Craig's final outing as James Bond, it's gonna be sad to see him go still, but to see him one last time as James Bond is gonna be something worth to look forward to. Alrighty guys, and that is going to do it for this week's show. Please comment down below and let me know below, how do you all feel about Joker breaking now, or about to be breaking, the highest grossing R-rated film of all time record? Did you guys love Joker? How many times have you guys seen it already? Also, when it comes to Watchmen, how did you all feel about the pilot? Are you guys excited to see where the rest of the season goes? When it comes to AMC A-List, does this new Entourage feature make you even more inclined to get AMC so that you can see it, a movie with your friends who also have A-List? Also, how do you all feel about Keanu Reeves joining the Fast and Furious franchise? Do you feel like that this will bring even more butts in the seats? Also, when it comes to Terminator Dark Fate, are you guys looking forward to this film even more so, knowing the reviews that have come out? When it comes to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, are you guys gonna see the re-release with the 10 minutes of extra footage, or do you hope that this is not gonna become a common practice? And finally, when it comes to No Time to Die, how excited are you guys knowing that the film has finally wrapped? And when do you guys think we'll get a trailer? Let me know below. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. If so, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 shows, please click right there or there. And of course, until next week's show, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, guys.